Previously on Hear Me Out.
To rebuttal what you're saying a little bit, not too much. I feel like the reason why most of the time African people are so successful because they're willing to like deny and like trade certain parts of their culture for the white man, quote unquote. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. You go back in history long enough, bro. You would see like all the things that African parents.
Come on, Dylan.
Dylan,
you're a bad man. You're a bad man.
But if we really look at it, right, a lot of things that African parents tell us not to do, right, because they'll be like, oh, you can't get a job, or blah, 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 were rooted like in black culture before the white man came, right? Certain things they'll be saying like, don't get dreads, don't be braiding your hair, cut your hair short, and all this stuff, right? That's just like a microcosm to like the fact that they're willing to like compromise and deny certain parts of their culture for the white man, bro. Like how many Hispanic people you see like walking around like speaking Spanish, bro? They do it confidently, bro. They'll let you know they like, you know what I mean? They do it so much confidently. How many African people, like, be honest, how many African people do you see in school, right? Especially at the early ages, like, out walking around speaking, like, their native tongue. You know what I mean, bro? So I feel like part of it is that, like, people are so willing to, like, it's so much, like, compromising. And you know one thing with a white man? If you want to, like, turn your back around for him, bro, he gonna find a way to, you know what I mean? Not bless you, but give you opportunities, bro. And the thing about black people is that because of the trauma that they went through in the foreign land, quote unquote, here, like, they learn to, like, hold on to their own culture and not let nobody take it from them. That's why there's not as much black people who, like, you know what I mean, bro? I mean, get ready to run me with facts you want to see, bro. Like, how many black people, like Africans, you know, that got dreads like before 2022? I mean,
I just want to let you know, you are a smooth knucklehead, okay? A smooth one at that, bro.
How many black people you know come and try to sound like the white man? They speak all like quote unquote, you know what I mean, bro? How many black people
sound like the white man? You mean? Wait. Time out. Every time they say sound like the white man, it's always talking about speaking proper English, bro.
No, see, I did not say that. You trying to strongman me, bro. This is what sound like the white man do. Hello, my name is I'm just a nice girl. You know what I mean? That's what sound like the white man do. Like, you know what I mean, bro? If you sound, you know what a Caucasian sound like. Don't try to play that nonsense with me, bro. You know what Caucasian people sound like, bro.
So, you know what I mean, out, bro. Please time out, bro. Please time out, bro. Please time out. I want you to like. I know you're clarifying it right now, bro. I need you to clarify, bro. Is the argument that you're making right now, as far as the compromise claim that you made or whatever, that Africans would change their voices to sound like white people?
Not only that, but yeah,
you are a fool.
You see, bro.
Let it finish, bro.
Wait, at least outside the house, Africans are a lot more willing to compromise their culture to please, like, the white man, quote unquote. Let's be honest, bro. There's so many Africans, right, in the house. They speak like the native tongue. They might speak with an accent. The moment their boss or manager calls, all of a sudden they sound like Caitlin from down the street. You see so many Africans, right? They'll be at home eating food and all that. When they go to work, bro, oh, no, they want to go get a burger. They want to go to Chick-fil-A. You don't see, you don't like dress down. How many of y'all dress nowadays? Y'all wear like Kente cloths to school, bro? Y'all probably wear Americanized clothing. Let's be honest, bro. And
Wait, stop.
Swear, Vinxi, bro. Stop projecting on
James, finish this conversation.
Stop. You see the change in the way that, bro, do you not understand that, like the fact that when you come from like a different like place, like you come from like Nigeria, if you come from like Togo, you come from anywhere else, bro, like you have traits and like qualities from there. Your accent is way stronger, bro. It's harder to understand you certain places, bro. So if it's literally hard to understand somebody as they talk, bro, if I'm talking to you in my accent, bro, and you don't understand me, bro, as a problem, right? I'm in my place of work where I'm the employee, bro. If I have to go talk to my manager a certain type of way so he can understand me, I'm gonna do it, bro.
It's not about appealing to the white man. It's not about changing yourself to be appealing to the white man. As far as if you're gonna talk a certain way, like I'm from Philly and I moved to Maryland and I talk a certain way and everybody was like, I don't understand what you're saying. So I had to learn their slang. I had to learn how they spoke to adjust. But when I'm at home, I still talk like I'm from Philly. It's not about appealing to a certain audience. Like that's not what it's about.
Y'all missed the whole point.
Time out. Hey James, bro. Hey Sue, bro. We got a new member of the Men in Black, bro. We got a new member of the Men in Black.
First of all, I already offered it last week. What are you talking about? I already offered it last week.
Oh, you right. All right, let's continue.
I missed the whole point. How many?
Go ahead. Let's hear it from you.
How many substitute teachers did y'all have back in high school that had an African accent, but y'all could still understand them? Don't fake now.
You said, say it again.
How many like teachers do y'all have back in the day where they had like an African accent and y'all could still clearly understand them?
Bro, you're African gang. Like, what are you doing?
That's what I'm saying. Regardless, it was not that hard.
Bro, it's like the kids that didn't understand.
It's like the kids that didn't understand those Latino accent, bro. You can still understand them, bro. How you can hear my people with an Asian accent, you can clearly understand them,
bro. They actually repeat multiple times, bro. Like, bro, please be realistic, bro. I have a Nigerian professor here, bro, at my school, bro. And the kids in that class do not understand him, bro. I understand him because, bro, I can live like it's just one of them things, bro. He's not gonna change the way he talks, bro. Like he sounds very Americanized now, bro. But he still has that accent embedded in him, bro.
Right, it's not that hard. I gotta understand people in different cultures, bro. Not even my own.
That's you, bro. Okay, time out, bro. Because now you're arguing experience. You were just the one saying that we can't. Hey, Wilfred. Oh, bro, nah. Whoa.
Let me tell you. I'll be quick.
No. You were just telling me. You were just telling us. You were just telling him that we can't use one person's experience to generalize a whole thing. Now all of a sudden you're using yourself to generalize everybody else. That doesn't work, cuz. That's number one. Number two. You cannot use this the African that you had in your high school class, wherever you were at, that you understood to make that claim for everybody else. Number three, you have no idea how long he had been here. You have to understand that the longer you're in an area,
5 years.
The longer you're hold on, bro. Let me finish. The longer that you're in an area,
5 years.
The longer that you're in an area, the longer that you're in a place, you start to adapt to the things that you're hearing. The more and more, when I came to this country, I was not speaking English. I promise. But as I was around people who spoke English, I started to speak English. As I moved from place to place, my accent gets built until I can talk the way I can talk now. But I'm telling you, this is the same for my mother. The same. I'm a first generation immigrant. So I'm saying this from experience. Y'all would talk about. I'm saying this from experience. This is how this thing works. When you move from a place, like James and them were saying, even Samaya, like she was saying, she's coming from Philly. But because she's coming from Philly, the way that she's talking, people say that they can't understand it, or she'll use slang, or she'll talk a certain way, and they won't understand what she's saying. So because she is in Maryland now, she will adjust. It's called code switching. You're switching the way you talk to fit your audience, because you know that your audience won't be able to understand you the way that you're talking. It's not.
And it's more of a respect thing too. It's more of a respect thing
too, or whatever. The only thing that you're trying to do is say, I recognize that you can't understand me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch up how I talk so that you can understand me.
Exactly.
My point is not to bow down to the white man or
and most like and as far as the job goes, as far as the job goes, they are not going to change the way that they talk. They're not going to change the way that they talk to understand how you are going to say certain things. So you change it, like he said, code switching. You change the way that you speak, not to appeal to them. Not to appeal to them, so you can get your point across, so you can like talk, communicate, have a conversation. But the communication is changing the way that you talk for another person. You do it in relationships, you do it with family members, and you do it in any general situation. You're not going to talk to your mom the same way you talk to your friends. It's called code switching, not appealing to that audience. Come on,
y'all missed the whole point. I literally gave you an example. Y'all still missed the point. I clearly said when you pick up the white man's accent, quote unquote, Willie, you said you picked up accents, right? You know what you're saying? Hello, my name is Willie Willerson. I am from. You don't talk like that, bro. I see people, usually African grammar, doing all that nonsense.
What is the wait?
Whoa. I'm gonna exercise his mute power, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, so the point making, bro.
Wait,
you talking?
What's it, bro? What is your name?
Let him finish.
What is
one on one. Let him finish.
What is your name, bro?
Go ahead, Vinxi.
Speaking grammatically correct English is not influence the white man. That's not what I'm saying. So my culture wise, like you see people come up and pick up the culture of like, you know what I mean, right? They see people that look more like them, and they're like, nah, we don't want their culture. They associate with like bad things. They pick up the culture of the white man, right? So they doing quote unquote white people stuff.
So how should we act? So how should we act? So as Africans that come from another country, how should we act?
Like people around you, bro.
How should we act? So, what is the proper American way to act? In your own
honestly, bro, to be yourself, bro. America's like a pool of like different cultures, bro. I'm mixing together.
You can't always be yourself.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what Sumaya said is exactly what I understand. You have to code switch. So which accent?
Y'all still missing the point,
which accent should an African? Wait, let me speak, bro.
I'm talking about,
Vinxi, hold on. Which
y'all really missing the point? Like, is it that hard to understand?
Okay, I heard what you're saying. Now let me let me respond your question. Okay. So which accent should an African speak in? So if speaking like sounding like a white man is bad, so should we sound like the way African Americans talk to? Is that what you're saying?
Just speak normal English, bro. You can speak without.
But then if you speak the normal English,
you can't say speak normal English. English is English. English is the word, not the way you speak the English. Yeah. Every nation has its own accent. Every state has its own accent. Chicago, people from Chicago, they're speaking English, but they're not speaking English to change their accent. English is a language, not an accent. You saying code switching. Yes, some people accent switch because some people don't feel like having their accents get made fun of. Me personally, I used to hate when people used to be like, oh, you sound like, when I go to Philly, they say, oh, you sound like you from Baltimore. Oh, you from Baltimore now? But when I come to Baltimore, they be like, oh, you sound like you from Philly. Who feel like hearing that shit all day?
Y'all missing the point. Y'all still missing the point. You said accent switch, code switching. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying code switch. I'm saying becoming more like, bruh. Y'all just I don't know what
I hear you. Hold on, Vinxi. I hear you.
Hold on. It was for me. It was for me.
Vinxi, time out.
Vinxi, what did you just say? A cool?
Yeah. I don't even care. I got powers, bro. I got powers, bro. I got powers. Look, we are not going to keep talking over each other, bro. Let's remain respectful, all right? I don't want to have to keep using this mute button. I want to hear what everybody got to say. Well, let's be respectful. Let's talk one at a time. Hey, Dylan, am I done talking, bro?
Excuse?
All right, bro. Because I got powers, like I said. Anyways, like let's.
Hey, you guys are idiots, man. But anyway, before they come back and make a scene, bro, Vinxi, never in your life again use the word rebuttal. You and the rest of PG County right now, you're the butts of the joke, huh? You're the butts of the joke, man. You're a horrible representative.
Dylan, can I get my rock, bro?
You're a bad guy.
Let
me reset the room.
You're a bad guy. You will never represent PG again. Right. They will never let us represent them again.
Sue. All right, cool. We get you, bro. Listen, Vinxi, bro. Let me make sure. I want you to clarify what you're saying. Are you saying that they what's it called? They basically changing themselves to pander to Caucasian people by speaking in a certain type of way?
That's just an example of it, not the only way. Like, it's like it goes deeper than that. Like you hear like African people be like so scared to show their culture, and they be like borderline denying their culture and denying like, you know what I mean, bro? I know y'all seen like that one African kid be like, oh, I'm not African. Like you Southern man Ghanaian, be like, oh, I'm not Ghanaian. I hate African. Oh, and I'm not. They always try to push themselves into white people. And, like, you know what I mean? They always try to surround themselves with white people. Don't not even like associate themselves with other black people because they feel like it's like a disgrace to them. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point I'm trying to make.
Can the same argument be made towards you?
No.
Except it's not white people. You could say it's black PG people. Can the same argument be made towards you? That you're wearing your dreads like white people, like the black people. You're talking like the black people. You're listening to the black people music. Can the same narrative be made towards you? Because unless someone speaks to you, hold on. Unless someone speaks to you, or unless someone actually builds some type of relationship to you, I would have thought that you're just a PG dude. I wouldn't guess that you're African, right? So can't the same argument be made towards you? Because you grew up in PG and you adopted PG culture, which is nothing's wrong with. But there's plenty of people that grew up straight surrounded by a bunch of Oyimbos, and they adopted the same culture. Is it making sense?
Bro, no. There's nothing wrong. The point I'm trying to make is that they deny their own culture, bro. They really will deny, bro. They'll bleach their skin white and call themselves white, bro.
How'd you know that?
They act like it, bro. The way they conduct
you act like you deny your culture.
Are you saying white people don't have culture?
So
PG County your culture?
Yes, bro. I was born and raised in PG County, so how am I denying my culture by acting like a PG County person, bro?
Bro, what? So a black man born in a suburban Caucasian neighborhood is denying his culture because he acts like the people around him?
No, he's not his culture by denying. I mean, no, he's not his culture by acting like somebody else who's not of a similar background, bro. He's a black man, bro. Like the points are not clicking, bro. No matter what, he's a black man, bro.
You got to slow it down for me.
Oh, can I ask you a question? He's saying like because black people, like black African Americans and Africans are one. Like that's what he was arguing in the beginning. Like they're not that different from each other. So, an African adapting or assimilating into like an African American culture is not as severe as an African or an African American assimilating into a culture that is accepted by white people. That's what he's saying, I think.
Is that what you're saying, bro?
Yeah.
Repeat what she said in your own words.
Who are you to judge that though?
I can the artist.
Give me my rock.
I got you.
Like,
you
give
next.
me my rock, cuz.
You next. But let me ask him this question: what makes you? Where did this standard come from? Who are you to create that standard or to judge on a standard? Like
I didn't grade a standard. I didn't grade it.
But you just said it.
I did. I didn't grade it.
I mean, you standing by what is qualifying you to say the things that you're saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking you.
Honestly, I feel like people trying to always demonize like black culture, bro. People always try to low down things that are deemed as like stereotypically black. I'm trying to say that narrative, bro. You know what I mean?
They demonize African culture as well.
Okay.
They do.
Okay. I'm talking about black against white culture, quote unquote, specifically. You would still include some African culture into black culture, but the main divide I'm talking about is people that try to change. They're not their own culture to be like the white man.
So do you think white culture is inherently bad?
No, of course not.
So
wait, what?
So hold on, Simon. So what is wrong with someone who is, again, I don't understand your rhetoric, because what is wrong with someone that is integrated in a Caucasian culture because of their surrounding, nothing to do with them wanting to do whatever like that? Do that still make them like, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Do that still make them quote unquote coons?
No, bro. But no, y'all still missing the point, bro. Quote unquote, when they deny their own culture, right? Earl Mack grew up around white people.
I mean,
bro.
why does it matter if they deny their culture?
I'm speaking to a certain extent. Like, know your own culture, bro. Like, you cannot just be like, all right, honest, like, you know what I mean, bro. You know, like deep down, bro. Earl Mack grew up around white people. You should know that you're black. You should know that, like, skin color wise, you're a little different from them, bro. A lot different, bro. We cannot be like, I'm gonna deny myself of everything that makes me black and just try to be like them. That's the point I'm trying to make, bro.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something? Are you referring to like? Because you know there are people who are white passing, stuff like that. Like people who are white passing, so they identify with they white, like they pretend they're white and just completely, ignore their black sides. Is that what you talking about? Stuff like that.
That's a different argument. I'm talking about people that look like me and you. That'll be like, I don't like black people. I don't like hanging around black. I don't like black women. I really like white women. Yeah, I'm gonna shit on black women because I don't want to be a white girl with curly hair. Me with straight hair.
I don't think that was the initial argument, bro.
I don't think
How do you make that leap?
It's all part of it, bro. Y'all still missing the point, bro. Deny your own culture, bro. No. Black man. Who am I gonna look for, bro? But a white woman, because I don't like being black. So therefore, I'm gonna go find me a white girl who could help. You know what I mean, bro? Somebody needs to white man.
You talk about, excuse my language, because they do call them coons now. The man who be like, they ask you a question about any other race, and then they always end up bringing up black culture to put them down.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
that's the point I'm making. Like, I feel like I've seen a lot more Africans that are more willing to put down black culture and try to like integrate themselves into white culture than I've seen black African Americans who do that. That's the point.
Okay.
Black men,
all right, cool. Time out. Let's let Willie rock, bro. You know what I'm saying? Willie, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if anyone interrupts you, Willie, bro, exercise that mute button, bro. You know you got that power, bro. Willie, go ahead, bro.
On the code you gave him the mute button. I should do that to you, bro. Man time, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? Why you frozen, bro?
Give it to me, bro. He ain't give it to me, bro. I got all the accounts, bro. Don't even do that, bro.
What?
He got all the accounts.
I didn't say anything. I'm sorry.
My goodness, bro. I lost my train of thought and all that mess. Okay, so the point you were making, Vinci, was Africans. Mm-hmm. Africans denying their culture to fit in with white people, and then the what's it called? The example you gave was them speaking like them, them being white people to fit in with them. Is that am I correct?
you close with it. No, the points that they deny themselves so much and they try to assimilate themselves to white people so much that most of the time you can tell them people based on how they speak, bro. Like, let's be honest, bro. And I'm speaking from like experience, bro. Because I know a girl in my class who sounds like a white girl, bro. Now, I'm not saying anything wrong with sound like a white girl, bro. And she was getting mad, right? Because for I know like spring, what's called again? I know spring celebration, right? They had only like majority like black right people on like a list to choose come perform, right? She's over here saying no. She's saying, why are you choosing the white? Why is there no like no country music? I don't know these people. Like, why y'all? You know what I mean, bro? She's basically like shooting them down, bro, for no reason. And, you know what I mean? I'm talking about people like that.
She was saying, why isn't your palette bigger? Fuck. Aren't you more versatile in your music taste? That don't mean she completely disregards her culture. Like, what?
No, the way she said it, there's a way, means of doing things, bro. The way she's throwing them people down, bro, calling them some trash and don't deserve a platform, bro. Like, for what, bro? She said she...
Okay, she believes they don't deserve a platform. That don't mean that she's completely disregarding her culture.
She is, though. She
guys,
is,
am I deaf? Look, let's refrain from using cuss words, man. I know I just slipped up a couple times, but chill, all right? That F-bomb was too strong. I didn't like it.
What F-bomb? I cursed.
Sorry. She's very powerful, bro.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. We're
She's
good.
very powerful, bro.
We're good. Go ahead, rock out, Willie. We listening to you, man. I said Willie. I mean Vinxi. I'm mistaken.
Bro, like she walks around in like goth costumes, bro. She wears cattails and stuff like that, bro. And like you know what I mean, right? You can tell like she's just so anti-black and everything. Every time we talk about anything related to like black culture, right? She's like, I don't like the people. I don't care about it. No, don't talk about that. You know what I mean, bro? And I know she's like the only one I know, but I feel like there's a lot more people like that, bro. I mean, I've seen them, but I don't really like interact with them. They just like it's based on how they act. But you just tell that they look like at people like black culture with such a certain like, you know what I mean, like a negative connotation. And I know as athletes, bro, I know, bro. How many black people on the team got white girlfriends, bro? Be honest, bro.
Bro, what does that have to do with anything, bro? What are you trying to say?
Vinxi, please focus your argument. I love you. You're just jumping all over the place.
What does a black man shout off? Because what does a black man have to do? What does dating a white woman have to do with anything, bro? Preferences are different because you prefer just because you prefer a white girl or a black girl or any type of girl, you don't have a certain preference, bro. And you can date whoever that you feel attracted to. That does not have anything to do with doubting your culture, bro. Just because a black man has a white girlfriend doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, so it would be different if he said something like, "Oh, I only date white girls because black I almost said the B word. Because black girls do this or Mexican girls do this. That's something different. But a preference is a preference. You can't be mad at a man because he likes white women. You cannot be mad at a man because he like white men. Personally, I am mad at men who like white women, but I really don't care. That's their preference. I don't care. But like still.
We do not.
There'll be a party, right? There'll be no black woman nowhere. Like, I understand what you're saying, bro. But it can't be like 25 people, right? 25 black dudes that for some reason all their preference is white women, bro. You know what I mean, bro? But regardless of the fact, bro, still like there's a bro.
Yeah, Vinxi, bro. Vinxi, my problem with everything that you're saying, bro. My problem with everything that you're saying is that okay, let's say I qualify your argument, right? Yes, these people exist, which they do. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. These people exist, right? But they are not the majority. So what are we talking about?
I'm talking about there's more Africans that are those people than there are black people that are those people.
You don't know that because you're talking about all this, bro. Again, I like how I don't know who's talking about data statistics. Data statistics otherwise. I don't care how much it is. If the overwhelming, and I'm not just saying just the majority, I'm talking about the overwhelming majority of black men, including African men, bro, marry black women and all this type of stuff. Why do you care about these corneries, bro? I don't understand why we stress ourselves out on minorities.
The minority still can play a crucial. It still is like, you know what I mean, bro? They're not insignificant, bro. Just because they're minority, bro. They still influence, bro. Most of the people at the very close to the top, bro, closer to the top are these quote unquote coons, bro. Let's be honest, bro. You more likely see them people, bro, like walking the streets of Capitol Hill or Federal Hill than you are to see, like, you know what I mean, bro. And these people can end up making laws and these shit are not influenced, bro. You know what I mean? Black people as a whole, bro. For example, like the beauty standard from way back then, bro. What was it? it was anti-Afro-centric features, bro. Like they'll say things like having like thick lips, a big nose, and skin was all coarse hair was not beautiful, bro. Why is that so? Because these people that made it to the ranks, but these black people are sent us to the ranks to make these companies and like, you know what I mean, right? They were what's that again? Promote these companies, right? They end up promoting a standard that went against what Afrocentric features, bro. That's the point I'm trying to make, bro. These cooneries have more power and influence than you think, bro. That's the point I'm making. More than most, like you see somebody working on Michael Kors, bro. Like the CEO of Michael Kors, bro, has a white girlfriend, probably hates black people, probably don't like being called black. That's the point I'm making, bro. And you might not be thinking about it, the decisions they make, right? That's what influence.
What person have you met that don't like being called? Who said that? Who said that to you?
Hey, Sumaya, check this out.
Secret in my
look. When you talking to a maverick, they meet all types of people, bro. I promise, bro. People that you never thought existed, bro.